love and light. Today I want to talk really briefly about something I've been utilizing in my spiritual practice that has worked wonders in my life that I've just discovered. And I want to share it because I feel the spirits of these tools want more people to utilize it, and they're not being heard. So very recently, my dad sent me a package, and in the package was a box containing Moqui balls. Mochi balls. There's some, I'm not really sure which one it is. It's debatable, but I think Moqui feels the best for me. And what I did was I looked up online very briefly what it is that they do, because I didn't know when I got them. And they're meant to balance. And so what they say is the saucer-shaped one is the male, and the rounder one is the female. I determined by holding it in my hand, and I just kind of felt which felt natural. They say you're supposed to hold the female in your left hand and the male in your right hand. This feels unnatural to me personally, and I do everything based off of what to me feels correct, because everybody's body's different, and I think you gotta tweak it when it doesn't work for you. So I hold them in these hands, and so I have my male in my left and female in my right. Not everyone is like that, and so just kind of play around with it. Some people say that if you hold it in the center of your palms, like so, and you feel vibrationally lighter and tingly above, that it's the female energy. And that if you hold it between two palms like this and you feel it tingly below your lower half of your body, then that's the male energy. I do recognize that this is male and this is female, but for me, male goes left and female goes right. I think it's up to anybody who chooses what's best for their body. So really quick, when I first got these, I did a very brief, glance through on the internet just to make sure this was in line with what I want to do. I do study shamanism right now and indigenous culture, and this was in line with that, and I felt very comfortable with it as soon as I got it. But you always want to make sure. So then I decided to meditate on it, and I kind of asked them what they were meant to be called, because when I received them in the mail, it said shaman balls, and to me that just felt wrong. And not to correct a name or anything, but I wanted to know what they wanted to be called, what their origin was. Is there a male and female spirit residing within these? Why is there? And so I did a meditation. And what I got when I meditated on it was they came forward, and I double-checked with my angels and my guides, and they came forward and told me their purpose, because that was the nature of what I was asking for. And what they said was they wished to balance humanity. That is their life purpose. That is their soul purpose, I guess I should say, as they're not exactly living beings, but there are souls residing within each stone. The male has a male spirit and the female has a female spirit. And God has put them in here to reside on earth with the purpose of balancing humanity, and they agreed to this assignment. So after having discussed this with them, saying thank you and giving them my gratitude for their coming to me in the way that they did, I did a meditation with them and just said, what do you want me to do? And they said, well, first we would like you to feel where in your body there is any discomfort. So lower back, for me, it went straight to the lower back, and they were like, not the male, but the female, and they switched up. And what I found was, for me personally, anytime I used the male balancing stone, which is what the name they gave me to use, anytime I used the male balancing stone, I generally had a childhood flashback of a fatherly incident. And anytime they used the female balancing stone, I had a flashback to a motherly incident. And the strangest of little things that came up, miscommunications as a child where you don't fully understand the situation, so you get hurt or offended and upset by something that you totally just didn't understand because you're just a kid. They were laughing about something silly that had nothing to do with you, but you took it personally. I mean, some of those really random little things that I didn't even consciously remember came forward and released themselves. And it was almost as if, like, say one was here, it was almost as if like this pool of light, this pool of kind of like, it was a pain. It was light, but it still was an extreme discomfort. And it was like this little thin thread getting pulled out. And then when it fully released, it was just lighter there and the discomfort went away. And I did that with so many little tiny things from my past. And it was incredible because I was able to move past stuff that I had no awareness was bothering me. So I think that's really cool. And it's really awesome because you don't necessarily have to go to someone else. And, I'm an angel intuitive and I work with a lot of people, so I like to clear my energy regularly. And I'm always asking Archangel Michael to clear me. He's my personal go-to guy when it comes to cleansing and clearing me out before and after stuff with other people where I feel like I've accumulated some of that energy, either with myself or from them. And what I found here was it was really nice to have them and not have to go to anyone else for cleansing, if that makes sense. I went to the spirits residing within these, and they came and they helped me very graciously, and they were so happy someone came to them because they've been feeling kind of out of place in this modern day society where people don't have these beliefs or they don't follow through with them anymore. And so I felt called to make a video because I really want other healers and practitioners to be able to use this tool. I mean, use them. They want to be used, and they're longing for more people to come to them for things because that's their sole purpose, and they're not getting to live it out because people just don't do this stuff anymore. And it's not that they absorb it. No, they release it. They're the tool that gets rid of it. So what's amazing about these that they said and that I've discovered in using them is that no energy gets harbored in here. So say you let someone else use them. You don't have their energy now in this, their negative energy. No, what happens is you hold on to these, and anything negative residing within yourself that is not of truth or not of God, it leaves. It goes. It's not allowed to stay with these here because these spirits and souls are here to eradicate it. That's their purpose. And so there's little daily things that if I hold on to these, they're just gone. I don't have to find the spot. Those are really deep things that have now harbored within my body in some way, shape, or form, which can cause illness. This is a very practical tool, and I'm really happy to have been gifted this in my work and in my life. It's been amazing. So you can tell I'm passionate about this. So I just wanted to share that today because I feel like it's gone a little bit unnoticed. It's, at least in my circles, not many people know about it, and I didn't know about it until I received them. So it was a really amazing gift, and I wanted to share it with as many people that want to use it themselves. I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed out on any opportunities to say something else on their behalf. I will say I find them to be very, very helpful with my daily work. especially in the winter when it was easier and I had a big coat on, it was so nice to have them in my pockets so that anytime I started to feel bombarded by energies or, I'm a nanny, so sometimes kids get worked up and they work themselves into this tizzy and they can't get out of it. Those are the moments where they're just like projecting all of this panic energy or fear energy or whatever they're going through. And it was so nice to have them just in my pocket. And anytime that started to happen, I just put my hands in my pocket very calmly, and I instantly started to feel 100% shielded from any of the energy that I chose not to have. It was incredible, and it was just like a small way to use it on like a daily level, not something I had to, work too hard towards. So I'm a little bit mixed up in my words right now. But what I'm trying to say is it can be used in the smallest of ways. It doesn't have to be exactly like a practice. There's so many ways to practice things now. Like my morning is filled with this very intentional practice that my angels have me on right now. And I don't have time to clear with these and this and that. And I get it if you already have stuff in place. But this is amazing for driving in the car, for just practical everyday moments of stress or anxiety, because anxiety and stress can't stick around when you're holding them. I mean, it can't. It's not of truth. It's not of you. It's gone. So I really wanted to share this with you guys today, and I hope you enjoy it. And go pick yourself up some mochi balancing stones. Peace, love, and light. Mwah.